Hello everybody, Swaminath here. Today we are going to see freshers opportunity for SAP. Mainly, many people are calling me and asking me what is the opportunities for SAP. Is there any opportunities for the freshers in SAP? So that is the reason I'm just uploading. And how to break the interview, how to crack the interview, how to handle the interview. And how to clear the interview. Once you handle the interview, that is clearing the interview, I'm just telling how to do it for the freshers. Okay. Now let's get to the subject. Frequently asked question: do freshers have opportunities for SAP in India? We do have always we do have for SAP. There is no never ending. SAP has no expiry date. Lifelong it will be there. Even after 1,000 years it will be there. SAP will be there. So almost all the automotive companies and almost all the supply chain companies, almost all the retail companies, even retail companies are running in SAP. Manufacturing companies, almost all manufacturing companies are running in SAP. Oil refineries are running in SAP. All the companies, that is end customer, the goods reaches the end customer from the raw material to the end customer are running in SAP. Service-based companies like Vodafone, Reliance, Infocom are running in SAP. Retail companies are running in SAP. Even they have started airlines companies are running in SAP. Telecommunication is running in SAP. Fertilizer company is running in SAP. Pharmaceutical companies like Dr. Reddy's are running in SAP. Chemical companies are running in SAP. So there is never ending for SAP. Lifelong SAP will be there. Okay. So if you want to break the interview, you need training. You want to clear the interview, you need training. In the training, who gives the training? What? That is more important. He has to give case studies. The trainer has to give the case studies for the freshers. I have given a link in the description. Check the link for the case studies. Just check the link for the case study. I have given a sample case study. Check the link. For the case studies, it's utmost important for the freshers. Projects, live projects with the latest SAP S4 HANA, not with the ECC or EHP. No, only with S4 HANA. Because ECC expiry date has come. They have given the expiry date. But for S4 HANA, no expiry date. Only the versions, they are just updating, upgrading the new versions. But for that, S4 HANA is that's the latest version. Okay. Next, mentoring. The trainer should mentor the candidate properly. So with the configurations, no more end user training, only with the configurations. For example, if you are creating a purchase order, if you are creating a purchase requisition, if you are creating a purchase order, if you are creating a goods receipt, if you are creating a invoice, vendor invoice, those are all transactions and end user work. That is of no use. How to create purchase order document. What is running behind the purchase order? What is running behind the purchase requisition? How the number ranges is being created? How the vendor is being created? How the customer is being created? Customer configurations is being created. That is my configuration. That is mentoring. That is training. He has to give that training on the configurations. Business processes. Example for business processes is subcontracting. Example for business processes, vendor consignment. Stock transfer order is a business processes. All those business processes, how SAP works, you should know. As a fresher, you should know how the SAP is working. That is business process. Next, real-time scenarios. That is the business processes. Real-time, what are all the materials, for example, what are all the materials is being used, how it is being used, and how vendor is being created, how request for quotation is being created, how the quotation is being compared, all the vendor comparison with the quotations, how the purchase order is being created, how goods received with the various storage locations is being done, how the invoice verification is done. Those are all real-time scenarios. So that is the mentoring. Mentoring should be done all the three aspects of the all the three aspects should be done in all the three aspects. All the three aspects. Next. Practice. You have to keep practicing. Once the business process is being done, you have to keep practicing. Everyday practice you have to do. There is one small proverb is there. Practice makes man perfect. So after mentoring is being done, you have to practice. Everyday practice. Every day new scenarios you have to try. New functionalities you have to invent. You have to think as innovative as you can. The practicing session. That is more important. Next. Next. Resume preparation. Have the patience in creating a resume. You have 1 line per day. All at once. Don't try to create a resume overnight. Try to create resume 1 line per day, or 2 lines per day, or 3 lines per day. One step at a time. Not all over resume overnight. Creating the resume overnight. No. You have to create resume one step at a time, and resume is the reflection of your skill. It's a mirror of your skills. It's your mirror. It's your reflection. The questions will be asked because the questions will be asked only from the resume, not outside the resume. So you have to be very, very clear with the resume, and you have to be very, very clear with what you speak in the interview. That is, you have to do self-talk before going for an interview. With the resume, take the copy of the resume and do self-talk. Only then you will be able to clear the interview and you can go for the job. Thank you.